I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forrester Ironwood does seem rather unique.
To our mutual benefit.
Howdy ho, hier ist wieder Aquifel mit Game of Thrones, Episode 4, King's Landing. Viel Spaß dabei.
Oh, jetzt sind wir in King's Landing, oder?
Although just a handmaiden, she has Marjorie Tyrell's favor. And Lady Marjorie's betrothal to the king may be enough to keep the Boltons at bay. If it's presented to her.
Gerade bis die Stunde bist du so durch.
Ja, ich werde das jetzt auch nicht komplett durchspielen, einfach weil ich noch ein bisschen was weil ich erstmal noch in Dings nachher reinspielen wollte, in, wie heißt es jetzt? In Banners Saga, und ich muss noch ein paar andere Sachen aufbereiten von den Schulungen. Sonst würde ich nebenbei jetzt auch Overwatch spielen.
Asher sent me this coin to remember him. What a strange place, Essos.
So, was haben wir hier noch?
Ethan made this for me. It was very kind of Lady Marjorie to give this to me. It once belonged to Lady Elena.
Von Marjorie Tyrell. Oh.
Father, much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Marjorie has proven to be quite popular throughout the city. I do wish you and Mother could come, although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances. I miss all of you, and I look forward to the day you can.
Tja.
Wonders Made by Man, by Lomas Longstrider. A gift from Roderick.
Tja, Roderick gibt's.
I hope to see them all someday.
Dann ich ihn kurz nach Toilette.
Jo, macht es.
King's Landing. I wonder if it's sunny at Ironrath today.
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally.
WTF?
Especially now when your family so
Ja, und
desperately
viel
needs her help.
Spaß. Jo. Danke. Ja, keine Hektik.
One moment.
Oh, sorry, lady. I didn't mean to disturb you. I can come back later if you'd like.
No, it's fine. Come in.
Mr. Poopy? What the fuck is Mr. Poopy?
Begging your pardon, lady, but you all right? If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
It's private. I'd rather not say.
Of course, my lady. I didn't mean to pry.
Ach so, Paul.
Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, my lady.
Das ist Paul, mit dem spielen wir häufig Overwatch. Wie gesagt, momentan obviously nicht.
But it seems like you do.
Oh.
It's widely known that I work for Lady Marjorie.
I've seen you with her before. You seem like good friends. I saw Lady Marjorie just this morning, outside the Royal Sept, talking to Queen Cersei.
Mit Cersei,
Cersei?
Gottes Willen. Cersei, ja. Shame.
They appeared to be
Shame.
having some sort of disagreement. I couldn't hear much, but it was definitely an argument.
Worüber
What
haben
did
sie
they
denn
say?
I
gesprochen?
couldn't make out much, but I know they were talking about the Starks and House Forrester.
House Forrester?
Haus Forrester? Warte mal, das ist meine Familie. Scheiße was.
I hope you're not in any kind of trouble. Most people don't tend to notice a call boy. Not in King's Landing with so many lords and ladies about. You see and hear all sorts of things when people don't even know you're there.
Tja.
Good night, my lady.
Good night, my lady. Das ist mitten am Tag. Hallo? Good night, my lady. Ah, Marjorie.
Lady Marjorie, you're early.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk.
Die sieht in der Serie etwas besser aus. Na, dann schnacken wir doch mal mit Marjorie und dann werde ich auch hier an der Stelle mit Game of Thrones heute erstmal Schluss machen. Weil ich hier noch, wie eben gesagt, noch ein paar andere Sachen zu tun habe, leider.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own.
Ich wollte gerade sagen.
What you've suffered is beyond imagining.
You're very kind, my lady.
Of course, Mira, but you must not despair. We will get through this together. You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen.
Ja, bevor du die kleine
To have a
Kackbratze
handmaiden from the
heiratest,
north
ey. Oh.
whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the Royal Sept. She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor. She was very pleased with herself.
I'm not a traitor.
Of course not. It's only an excuse to torment you, and by extension, me.
Das klingt nach Cersei, das
She
stimmt wohl.
demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort. For what, I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important. I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
I'll do as you ask, my lady.
I knew I could trust you. Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear.
Jetzt müssen wir ihr nur noch sagen, hier,
See if
Dings.
the Queen Regent is ready to receive us. You'll be fine. I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another.
Das erklärt auch, wieso sie die kleine Kackbratze heiraten wollte. Sie hat sich gefühlt wie, den will ich nicht heiraten. Da hat sie gesagt, ja, ja, ja. Oh. Ja, okay, machen wir das auch nochmal schnell. Ah, Tyrion. Tyrion ist awesome. Der wird unsere Lügen sofort erkennen.
You can do this.
Hand of the King.
Ah, Lady Marjorie. Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Aren't you looking
Lord
lovely this
Tyrion.
evening? Hat es immer
Grace.
schon mit den Frauen.
With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
Oh.
Your Grace.
Die Königin
Well,
ist
Mr.
zufrieden.
Courtesies. Impressive. You may rise.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl. Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is.
Joffrey is the one true king, Your Grace.
And yet, for centuries the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
Yes, Your Grace. They are traitors.
The Starks were your liege lord, yet you name them traitors so easily. I take it this is the kind of loyalty the king can expect from you. If you have any loyalty at all. Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
Weiß ich doch nicht.
He is the Warden of the North, Your Grace.
Ja, ich muss gerade mit Cersei, der alten Schlampe, reden.
And I, the Queen Regent, and Tyrion, the Master of Coin.
The Master of Coin, the Dorfjude.
The girl has a remarkable talent for answering questions, while in fact saying nothing at all.
Fuck, ja, Tyrion ist natürlich nicht ganz so blöd wie Cersei,
Old
das muss man auch
allegiances are
sagen.
not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forster Ironwood does seem rather unique.
To our mutual benefit, Your Grace.
And at the pleasure of your king. It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
There are limits, Your Grace.
Perhaps, but not if your house faces potential ruin.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the rule? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
I'm sure she regrets it.
Perhaps. Perhaps not.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Ich hoffe, all das hat einen Sinn.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define.
Oh, Cersei, halt
The
die
city
Schnauze
alone
und
is filled
stirb
with all
endlich.
sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not.
Oh.
Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if
The
your
one
loyalties
true
were to
king.
become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she
Let the
would...
girl answer the question. Go on.
I would be true to the king, Your Grace.
Well said. I was beginning to worry you didn't have your priorities straight.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she?
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? Die gefährlichste Zofe in ganz King's Landing.
My sense is this girl will say almost anything to get what she wants. Which is not very encouraging. I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
Oh, das war ein böser Blick. Dir doch gesagt, ich soll nicht das denken, was ich fühle, sagen, was ich fühle. Oh, oh,
I'll
oh.
walk you out.
Ich begleite dich hinaus. Ja, ja, ja.
This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once.
Oh, oh.
Ja,
And
ist
then
schon
he
mal
didn't
da.
trust Roose Bolton.
Hä?
Der Hass ist schon mal da.
We only spoke briefly, but your
Oh.
father struck me as an honorable man.
Tyrion ist sowieso der
I have
coolste aus
my
der ganzen
condolences
Serie.
for his loss. These would be trying times for your family,
Yep.
even under the best of circumstances.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion. That's very kind of you to say.
Eigentlich schon.
That certainly
Ey, warum
took
leckt
courage.
er so?
To so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to hear. Poor Lady Marjorie was humiliated, although Cersei seemed quite pleased. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining.
I don't particularly like her.
Yet you did your best to please. You'll do well here in King's Landing. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the crown in this regard, not her.
What are you suggesting?
I suppose the crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that?
Yes.
It's a risk I'm willing to take, Lord Tyrion. Please.
You are a brave girl, aren't you?
Das Ding ist, wenn Tyrion einen mag, dann ist es gut, dass man sich mit ihm verbündet.
Ja, und Scheiß wegen eine Bambusleitung, ich kann ja nicht angehen.
Was meinst du?
Ich spiele gerade FIFA Online und spiele gegen eine hat eine Bambusleitung, ey. Bestimmt im Dschungel, ey.
King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
Ja, Tyrion ist einfach nur cool. Das muss man glasklar sagen. Bam.
So was zerstören.
Mira, I was worried. How was it? Cersei has a way of looking at things.
Aber es gibt ja nur mit Internet.
It's more than a little intimidating.
It went well.
Really? That's a relief. Cersei is known for being rather difficult. Lady Marjorie has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Sir Jaime, I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his. What? It's true. And Oberyn Martell.
Ja, Oberyn Martell, den gibt's auch nicht mehr allzu lang.
I'm told he has a paramour.
He is quite handsome.
And quite passionate, from what I've heard. Perhaps Lady Marjorie could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands. Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like.
Ja, und wenn das wie einer wie Joffrey ist, dann kann man auch dankend drauf verzichten, den König zu heiraten.
He does have a certain look about him, and he's always treated Lady Marjorie well, which is more than you can say for his mother.
I'd marry anyone if it helped my family.
Right, of course. Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as Queen of the 7 Kingdoms. I might even allow you to be my handmaiden. Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister.
Brienne von Tarth und Tyrion. Oh, die ist noch kein perfektes Paar. Sir Bronn.
Well, Sarah?
I'm sorry, my lady.
As am I. We shouldn't have been messing about.
This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was pleased by your display, Mira. I'm just glad it's over. King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes. There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am queen.
Und herzlich willkommen, ich das jetzt erst.
The lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Do you agree?
Once you are queen, the lords and ladies will do their best to please you.
You learn very quickly. Your words to
Alter, die muss ja ein richtig gutes Gedächtnis haben, die Marjorie, was die sich alles merken möchte.
I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important.
Na, erbitten wir die Hilfe.
I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no secrets between us.
It's about my family.
I trust her. Go on. Ask.
I received a letter from my family. I fear my family will suffer if Ramsay is left to do as he likes. But if a raven could be sent to the Boltons to let them know House Forrester has the protection of the crown. Ramsay Snow will arrive at Ironrath within the week. I would never ask this of you if it weren't so urgent.
That is no small request, especially now. Joffrey knows only too well your family fought for the Starks, and now you would have me ask him to intervene. Is the situation that dire?
You can't, my lady. King Joffrey won't like it. Just think how he turned on Lady Sansa.
I will forever be in your debt. My family will forever be in your debt.
I don't know, Mira. If Cersei were to find out...
Don't let the Queen bully you. You have power over him, Lady Marjorie, as no one else does. Not even his mother. Ramsay Snow will arrive at Ironrath within the week. I would never ask this of you if it weren't so urgent.
Very well. I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
Thank you, my lady. I will send a raven to my family at once.
So, das war's mal wieder und ich hoffe, es hat euch gefallen. Wenn dem so ist, teilt das Video, liked das Video, abonniert meinen Kanal und schaut in die nächsten Videos und Streams rein. Ich würde mich sehr freuen. Bis denn dann.